Hey, how's it going? BlueRiser here. Today we have a new game. It's called Night of the Full Moon, I believe, but it's a Red Riding Hood inspired game. But before I even start anything else, the best part about this game is offline. You can play it offline, so you don't have to log in. Obviously, there's some incentives to log in, like watching ads to get double money or resurrecting, that kind of stuff. Offline game. Pretty freaking good. There's really not too much to really look at. This is the main screen. All you have is adventure and continue and then achievements. So before we start the game, there is this little pocket watch. I just want to talk about that now because after we get into the gameplay, I feel like I'm never going to want to talk about it. But this is one of those games where you have to play it multiple times in order to really get anywhere. Your first playthrough, you will not beat the quote-unquote final boss. You're not going to beat them. It kind of requires you to go through the game, learn trial and error, enable for you to gain these points, and that way these points increase your stats when you start a new game, so you'll become better over time. But I just wanted to cover that because after that we're just going to jump into it. So we're going to start with an adventure. Now this is Red Riding Hood. She has many different classes. She's got the knight, she's got the ranger, I haven't unlocked them obviously, the nun, little witch, and then there are other classes, but you have to buy them. I think it's worth the price. I think you should support this game by all means. It's a high quality game. It's really fun, especially that's offline too. So it's a purchase that kind of feels more situated, right? Where you buy something and you know you can keep it. This is yours. But we're gonna obviously start with the night class, and that's the only one we have. Go ahead and start. And this is pretty much the game. Now, you have to pick one of these three cards. These three cards, you can either fight someone, you can find something. There's more enemies here. Quick, okay, quiet down though. Here, we can go to our inventory, and we have different skill cards, equipment cards, and, I guess attack cards are the best way to say it. We also can have blessings as well. We just need to do some before we even, talk about that. So we're going to pick this Fairy's Blessing. We can pick something to improve our abilities. Like this one, when take damage, you have a 10% chance to draw a card. Not really, I don't want that. The start of combat, add a temporary copy of a card from your deck. I think I like that one the most, so we're going to take that. When we go back here, that's one of our blessings. So it's a passive skill that affects us during battle. And, oh, look, a chest. Okay, so let's open the chest too. See what we can get. Stone Skin. When cards exiled, it can never be drawn again. You take 2 less damage the last 2 turns. We want to take that with us. Let's fight this lumberjack.
It's late. What are you doing here?
Alright, so let's fight him. We have this one, so we're going to use that. That means we're going to take less damage. We're going to hit him, and then that's all we can do. End our turn. See, we took that less damage, and then bam, battle over. Easy stuff. It is important to note. Okay, he's done talking. It's important to note that every enemy you beat, their level is the number of experience that you get. Or at least that's what I've experienced so far. It might be different at later level stuff. But he's level 1, so we get 1 experience. That's how it works. Let's fight the hypnotist since he's level 1. Alright. Hey, there's our effect. So we can go ahead and throw some attack cards. You can use as many attack cards as you have in your hand. Like, there's no limit. If you have like 10 of them and your hand limit is 10, you can throw 10 attack cards out there. So right there, he's done. Oh. Okay, so there are some events that happen after you beat an enemy. They'll give you a chance to say something to them. Regarding what you say, it'll result in different outcomes. And I believe this is all random because I've done some of the same things and said the same thing to the same enemy and it's a different effect. So that's pretty cool that everything's just randomly generated. Who's the dreamer?
Dark forest. You will find your answer.
It's a bit weird that I believe they maybe had, what do you call it? The voice acting done first, and then they subtitle the game because a lot of the voices and subtitles don't match each other. It's a nitpick at best. It's just a bit weird. And with that, we level up. After every level, you get something. Equipment that can be worn. Let's get that. Next intersection. So this takes us to like the next part. I don't want to do that yet. Regardless, if I clear out all these cards, more cards are going to keep pouring through, but at some point it's going to say, alright, it's time to move on to the next stage. You like have no other choice.
I need more practice.
Alright, let's fight this girl.
Well, can you be my magic teacher?
Sure thing. Alright, let's kill her. That's my magic. Oh, she's not dead. Dang it. And as you go on in the game, you'll learn different types of combos. We don't need to use that. It's very important in your first stage, where I am right now, once you start the game, to learn your rhythm. It'll be something you learn as you go. It's a really trial and error. You see which cards work best with each other. Let's go ahead and use that. Use that. Let's save this card. It's very important to remember your cards too. I'm not sure if I've come across every card in the game yet. And then, obviously, maybe you guys have seen it already. But right here, these are debuffs, stats, stuff like that. Your current equipment that you have equipped. Each time you use 2 attack cards, deal 1 damage. Cool enough, right? Let's go for this. 3%, half of whatever. I don't believe this will kill it, so I'm not going to use it. But then again, let's just do it. Oh, it did.
Please, help me. I'm stuck to my own web.
For some reason, this game really doesn't give you any merit to being a good person. Like, there's no real reason. Because a lot of people you help anyway, they're just going to betray you. A lot of these enemies are just general assholes or monsters. But let's help him see what happens. And he bites me. I got the web, though, but he bites me. That's what I mean. Like, so many of these people are just super assholes. It makes no sense. I want this one. In my opinion, equipment is always better. So let's go into the shop.
Don't miss it.
When bought, adds 3 random cards to your deck. Alright, buy that. Bam, that's pretty good. And then let's add this one. Then get rid of the shop. I don't need it anymore. Let's fight the cook. He kind of sounds like Goku. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's use this. Do this. Do this. For the most part, when I first started playing this game, I was super slow with it. Let's go ahead and add our armor. I mean equipment. And exiled. Equip short sword and round shield. Let's see what that does. Oh, it's just another dirk. Yeah, it's just another dirk. Okay, fine enough. Yeah. And anything you can do, exile. Draw a card each time enemy uses 2 cards. Oh, yeah, sure. Take that. Ravage, 0 damage. Well, here you go. What else? Let's go for this. This. 4 damage. I can't because I don't have my actions. What else? This one. Bam. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and open this chest. Lethal weapon. I like this one a lot. Crazy or fugitive. Let's go for fugitive. Alright, don't fight me then. I wish there was kind of like an Undertale. I wish there was a more passive route to fighting some enemies. Like, if you had certain cards, maybe they wouldn't fight back. I wish there was that. Because sometimes some of these battles are so monotonous. Like, deal 2, Like, the final battle with the werewolf is one of the hardest battles. That's why you have to keep playing the game and keep leveling up over and over and over again. Or I should say, adding those passives. Because the dude, like, takes no damage. Because he heals every turn. And then you have to choose a card that heals him as well. It's a very annoying fight. I'm getting nothing but annoying cards. Do I need Ravage? I don't need Ravage. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Alrighty, let's equip the horseshoe. Let's go with this, that, and this. Perfect.
I don't know why they want to catch me. Could you help me find the way back home?
Which last time, report him had a plus, I believe. Let's try helping him. This innocent little guy was reunited with his family. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Right, let's open this chest, see what's in it. Exile, take an action. I don't want that. Let's heal up a bit. More bandages. Let's see what's in the shop.
Where is my cat?
Deal 6 damage. Yeah, let's do that. But yeah, this is how the game works. It's quite a nice flow. I'm not gonna go all the way. Let's just do a few more. Let's get to the next section, and that'll be really it. Overall, I recommend this game. I recommend it highly. If you've never played a game like this before, which I haven't, so I didn't think I was going to even like it, but geez, it's so much fun. It's high quality too, which I think is the best about some mobile games. Like, just high quality fun. Yes, take this. I can't really do too much right now. I guess I'll throw this away. Oh, okay. I didn't think the combo was gonna work. Let's take that. Yep, max card. Oh, vampire. Okay, so this guy's like the boss of this level. So let's fight him. Let's see if there's anyone else we can come across. Let's upgrade this one. Yeah. And one more upgrade, yeah. Get rid of it. Next intersection. I don't need it yet. Another shop. I don't need to heal either. See what's in the shop.
Carry the highest quality goods.
I don't need any of that. Okay, see? That one's gone now. So we're coming near the end. Which is this vampire. I'm almost certain I can beat him, though. Go ahead, dude. I meant to throw a spider web. This, equip that, this, and this. I don't think he's going to do too much damage. Some enemies can lay on the buffs and debuffs. It's so freaking annoying. You know what we can do? We're going to use our ability. We're going to copy this. There you go. That's quite a bit of damage. I don't have any action points. Ouchie. Let's go for exiled and execution. Yep, there you go. And see, right here it shows you can watch ad for double the coins. I'm not going to do that. Let's get more equipment. And see, then it says last page. That means it's just moving on to the next one. Let's close this out. Yep, and that's it. I'm really going to end it right here. I think this game is super fun. You should really try it out for yourself. There's very little flaws that I can really actually think of. It's obvious the game wants you to play over and over and over again. So I can't really fault it for it because that's this mechanic, right? It's kind of like Disgaea in a way, you know, the reincarnation system. I use this analogy a lot. Like, oh, it's kind of like Disgaea. It's like the first thing that pops into my head when I think of reincarnation or starting over and your character is a bit stronger than before. And you know, it's always super fun to have a game you can play offline. I have this on my tablet, so it's very easy for me, like when I'm waiting for people in the car, I can just play this game and have a good old time, because it takes a lot of time. When you just sit there and you start playing, time just flies. I was easily playing this before this video for like 2 hours. I was just like, oh my god, 2 hours have just gone. But yeah, check it out. If you have checked it out, tell me what you thought about it. As always, don't forget to answer the polls in the top right icon. Check out the Discord. You can always talk to me personally there. And lastly, check the channel out. We have hundreds of videos for you to enjoy. I'll see you next time. Peace out.